I think the Supreme Court overstepped their boundaries here. I don't think it's the business of the Supreme Court to pretty much tie the executive branch's hands when it comes to national security. I don't. I think the executive branch has power over national security. That's literally their fucking job. That's why they're commander in chief. It's their job to secure the country, even though Biden did not do that. That was his job. So by the Supreme Court ruling 7-2, I'm not going to allow you to continue deporting people under the Alien Enemies Act. You're pretty much saying, yeah, like, you don't get to have the full powers of the executive branch. We are going to have power over the executive branch. And I think this is a bad precedent for any president that comes after Donald Trump. That's how you have to see these courts. It's not just the ruling of what's happening right now. It's how is that going to affect the future of the court system and the executive branch and the government in general. So I'm not happy about this. This is not good. This is not good news at all. This is not a win. This is a lose, a massive loss. It worries me because they shouldn't be prioritizing people that came here the wrong way, especially because the media is scaring the shit out of people and saying that Americans can get deported, which is incorrect. And I said this last time and I'll say it again. Americans cannot get deported. But there was a 4-year-old, I believe it was a 4-year-old, if you can look this up. There was a 4-year-old with cancer whose mother was deported, and the mother took her 4-year-old kid with cancer who was an American. And the mainstream media is like, you see, the Trump administration is deporting Americans. And it's like, no, dude, the mother came here the wrong way. The baby's clearly an anchor baby because the mother's illegal. So unless the father is legal, then I don't know. But she's illegal. That's why she's getting her ass deported. And she chose to be a good mom and take her kid with her. Like, how is that? That doesn't mean he's supporting people getting deported, but whatever. That's what they're saying. Check out this video whenever you get the chance of the video, and then we'll go back to that story.
We also have homegrown criminals that push people into subways, that hit elderly ladies on the back of the head with a baseball bat when they're not looking, that are absolute monsters. I'd like to include them in the group of people to get them out of the country, but you'll have to be looking at the laws on that, Steve, okay?
You mentioned that you're open to deporting individuals that aren't foreign aliens but are criminals to El Salvador. Does that include potentially U.S. citizens, fully naturalized Americans?
If they're criminals and if they hit people with baseball bats over their head that happen to be 90 years old, and if they rape 87-year-old women in Coney Island, Brooklyn.
Why would you rape an 87-year-old?
What do you think? There's a special category of person? They're as bad as anybody that comes in. We have bad ones too. And I'm all for it. Because we can do things with the president for less money and have great security. And we have a huge prison population. We have a huge number of prisons, and then we have the private prisons, and some are operated well, I guess, and some aren't. But he does a great job with that. We have others that we're negotiating with too. But no, if it's a homegrown criminal, I have no problem. Now, we're studying the laws right now. Pam is studying. If we can do that, that's good. And I'm talking about violent people. I'm talking about really bad people. Really bad people.
Huge. All right, so MSNBC, what is it that the video says on the bottom? What's the title of the video?
Title: Trump says he supports deporting U.S. citizens.
Yeah, you see. So that's the new narrative now. You know, they're scaring people. If you can find the video with Obama, Michelle Obama saying that she has a hard time sleeping at night because of these mass deportations, even though her husband, under his regime, deported 3 million plus people from this country. She cannot sleep at night because of these massive deportations when they're not even that massive compared to her husband. So insane how we've come to this point where now the media and the left is pretty much saying that it is wrong for Americans and for the Trump administration to want to deport people that came here the wrong way. And it's like, so what you're saying is you don't want people to have accountability. If you can't literally put people accountable that are not even supposed to be here, how are you going to have accountability for those who were born here? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you cannot enforce a law for people that are not even supposed to be here and put them in their place and say, yo, you fucked up, you came here the wrong way, you shouldn't have, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take you back. If we can't do that, what makes us think we're gonna be able to enforce the laws for our own citizens? Our citizens are gonna be like, well, I mean, if the illegals can get away with shit, why? I mean, I should be able to get away with shit, because that's literally how people think. And I mean, I'm not saying that you should think like that, but I understand why you would want to think like that, because you're literally saying to illegals, including the Supreme Court, you're special, you know, we feel bad for you. You came from a really bad country. Boo fucking who, bro? You know how many people, listen, my grandmother with diabetes is in a third world country, okay? And it's taken us over 2 years to bring her here legally, okay? So I don't want to hear it from anybody saying we should feel bad for these people. No, fuck them. They're the reasons why we've been waiting over 2 years for my diabetic grandmother, who's over 80 years old, to come here from a third world country, who's not even a third world, it's practically a fourth world country right now. Because how often does Cuba have electricity right now? For like a couple hours?
Not even a day.
So I wouldn't even consider it a third world country at this point.
Yeah,
So
if you add it up, maybe like for the week, maybe a few hours, the whole week.
it's just
Yeah,
wrong.
Like 3-4 hours of having electricity is terrible.
It's
And
terrible.
on top of that, I don't have food either.
So it's like we have people living in really bad conditions where they're actually trying to come here. Like, people here are trying to bring them the right way, and the process takes so long because it is jam-packed by people who chose to come here the wrong way. So you're screwing over people like us who are bringing our families the right way. And that's why literal legal immigrants voted for Trump and not for the left, because the left does not come to that realization that you're screwing over people like us who came here the right way and who want to bring our families the right way. Like, this is not rocket science. This is like basic shit. I don't know why Americans don't fucking see this. Maybe it's because you're literally living in an echo chamber, but like, talk to immigrants, dude. Talk to people that have families in third world countries who are trying to bring them here legally, and tell them, like, you're advocating for the wrong people. You shouldn't be advocating for the illegal migrant who came here the wrong way. You should be advocating for me, the legal one. That's, I mean, whatever. You tell me what you think. That's what I think. Did you find out the story? With Michelle Obama saying how fucking sorry she is? Oh, okay. Is there a video about it, though?
No.
There's no video? Okay. It's not that? I can't see if that's a video.
This is not a video.
Oh, okay. Is that they don't, she doesn't have,
of her supposedly claiming to be a man.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Quote, unquote.
Yeah, nobody cares about that. She said that for attention, I probably. All right, so
just taken out of context, to be honest.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, why would you say it like that? No, I just, the way she said it was just whatever. We just want to hear her say that she's a man. That's it. That's all we really want. Just say it, you know. Allegedly, we think that. We don't, you know.
She's
we'll
never
just
gonna say it.
Allegedly.
Obama slipped up a couple times though.
Yeah, Obama did slip up a couple times. So, I mean, people will think whatever they think. I believe you should, as an American, talk to immigrants and actually listen to their perspective, because you might learn something.